Good afternoon, everyone. It is 3:47 Central Time. I'm at my hotel in Austin, Texas. I had surgery yesterday. I have been meaning to update you all. I was really on the vlogging thing for a while and then just kind of fell off. I don't remember all of what I've said because I also made a very long 22-minute video as an update, and I don't want to put anyone through that. So if I repeat myself, I apologize. I also have been filming little clips along the way during this surgery, so I don't know what I've said not, and I'm a little loopy from the pain meds. So much has gone on since I last documented anything that I don't know where to begin, and I don't want to get too much into the family stuff. But let's just talk about the health stuff first. I had a consult with Dr. DeLeon on November 17th, so that'll be a month ago tomorrow. It was scheduled as a glansplasty consult because I had accidentally lost the tissue on the right side of the glands of my penis. One morning I woke up and it was just sticking to my leg, and I just thought it was, just a kind of weepy wound, bloody, whatever. I usually wear Stricture. If you're not familiar, Stricture is underwear that separates your dick from your balls. It's great because it keeps your dick in place, but you can get it out easily to pee. But it keeps it in place while still letting it move a little bit, but it's really good post-surgery. And there's lots of different brands that separate it, but I really like Stricture. So one night, I did not wear Stricture. I wore regular boxers. My penis made its way out of the hole, stuck to my leg. I wake up in the morning, I gently pull it away from my leg so I could pee, and the tissue stuck to my leg. I get a hold of the crane center. They said, it's probably not as bad as you think. It's probably just, I don't know what they said, but they said, send us pictures anyways. And then I sent the pictures, and they said, yes, you'll need to talk to Dr. DeLeon for a vision. So this talk on November 17th, this consult was scheduled as a glansplasty consult. We just talked about touching it up and whatnot. She asked if it had flattened. It really hasn't yet. It's also only 4 months since I had my surgery. It'll be 4 months tomorrow. Cannot believe what I've gone through in the past 4 months. Mostly all good. It's been really tough, but I have never been more happy or joyful. And I can say that even having the complication that I feared the most, just one of the most severe complications you can have from a phalloplasty. Dr. Santucci calls it the Achilles heel of phalloplasty, urethral lengthening. So I did end up having a stricture. It was very bad. I almost went into retention. It was basically as bad as it could be with me still peeing. When I got here to Austin, I was peeing one droplet at a time, and it was taking me 8 to 10 minutes to empty my bladder. I mean, it was excruciating. I was pushing up on my scrotum. I was milking my dick to try to help get it out. I literally can feel it like balloon up in my phallus, and I would have to sometimes physically release it. I would have to sometimes twist it just to get the smallest amount of stream. Now I'm pissing like a fire hose. When I first urinated in the hospital when I woke up from surgery, it just blasted out like a fire hose, and it took me aback. And it was great, and it felt masculine and manly and good. And I know that seems so silly, but I had to do this kind of prostate questionnaire when I got to Dr. Santucci's office on Wednesday morning to the crane center. They asked about your stream, and I realized, what a weirdly gendered thing, or just something to think of as masculine as this small stream, then it goes out more. But mine would just barely drip out. But I never thought it would be so gender affirming just to hear a loud stream coming from my own, penis, because I have not urinated normally since August 17th, the morning of surgery, before I went in for my Phallo. So I've had a really slow stream. I know things are swollen for up to a year after phalloplasty, so swelling can definitely cause the stream to not be as forceful as it would, but how affirming just to have the stream be good. I feel like I've already gotten off topic, but my brain is scattered for a lot of reasons. I have not been able to go home to my house in St. Augustine for about 3 weeks. We had a bed bug treatment, had to take everything out, all my instruments, everything. And then I was gonna go home 2 weekends ago, and then one of my roommates got COVID. Obviously, I couldn't risk getting COVID and needing this stricture repair surgery so badly. So let me go back a little bit. So much has happened that I'm like, where do I even begin? And I'm definitely one that goes on tangents. 1 second. So my brain's been scattered for a lot of reasons and dealing with some really stressful family stuff. The reason I didn't put that 22-minute vlog on was because I just talked about it, just dealing with a really violent situation with my brother. It has always been emotionally violent, verbally violent, but it turned a little bit physically violent, and I just can't do it anymore. It's been abusive and toxic for years. He's got a lot of healing to do. He's very challenged with substance abuse issues, and he fucking hates me. So transphobia, violence, physical, emotional, mental, is something that trans people deal with from surgery. I know from my blogs it looks like I have it made. You know, my mom came for 4 weeks and she's a gem and she's a doll and she's caught in the middle of her 2 sons, which sucks. And I hate that this is even happening to her. My mom's amazing, my extended family is amazing, but my brother is just so hateful. Like, in the 4 months since I've had surgery, not once has he been like, hey man, you good, how are you? He's like, oh, fucked up your arm. Yeah, I was able to record some of what went on. I don't want to say too much, but it definitely, it hit hard, and this is something we deal with, something that's hard to talk about. I know he looks at my social media, you know, it's just tough. So I'm dealing with a really hard family situation, was not able to return to my St. Augustine home, and I had to get a hotel for a few days. So for 4 days before I came here, I was in a hotel in Jacksonville. It was extremely stressful because I had things in St. Augustine at my house, at my mom's house, and then in my suitcase, and I was just all over the place. I have not had a moment to myself in like over a week since like my caregiver left around noon today. So my best friend Kristen came. Thank you with all my heart for coming and taking care of me. She flew in with me Tuesday night, and she flew out around noon today. I will fly out tomorrow. I wanted to stay in town one more day just in case there were any complications from surgery, that I would still be in Austin near the Crane Center and not in Florida where they might fuck up my urethra. So let me circle back. I'm trying not to get on a tangent too much, but I've had a lot of trauma go on these past few weeks. Like, these 2 weeks have been tough, but I'm just keeping a positive attitude. I'm happy. I'm grateful for the good people in my life, and that is what is keeping me afloat and helping me through. So, back to the consult with Dr. DeLeon. It was scheduled as a glansplasty consult. I had 2 things I wanted to talk to her about: the glansplasty, then I wanted to ask her about the stricture. I thought I was overthinking it. I thought perhaps this is just how my urine stream is going to go after phalloplasty. It's just going to be long and slow. Like, it's going to take me 2 minutes to empty my bladder. But I'm so glad that we did end up talking about it, because the conversation took a turn that I did not expect, and she wanted to know a lot about the stricture. Dr. DeLeon's amazing. I can't say enough good things about her, or Dr. Santucci, or the entire Crane Center, from the front staff to the medical assistants, the nurse. They're just amazing. So if you're considering gender confirming surgery, gender confirmation surgery of any kind, definitely consider them. They've taken such good care of me. So November 17th, this is just a month ago. I can't believe just the whirlwind this past month has been. November 17th, I talked to her. We talked about the glands. The glands can wait to be repaired, right? It's just cosmetic. It's not a big deal. We talked about the stricture. She's concerned. I wanted to talk to Dr. Santucci about my case. I told her I reached out to the University of Florida, let them know that I thought I was getting a stricture. I needed Dr. Crane's office and my doctor to send them records. They never got back to me about getting a cystoscopy. So she said, you can get one there, or you can come to Austin and get scoped. And, I just returned to work. I don't even know if I mentioned this, but I got my job back. They reached out to me and hired me back. It's been great being back at work. I have so many good friends at work. It's just a really good thing. Socially, financially, mentally, emotionally, a lot of my support comes from my coworkers. I love all of you guys. So, she's like, you can come to Austin and get scoped. And I just started back at work, and I was like, oh my God, phalloplasty definitely took, a chunk of change out of my wallet. And I was like, is that overreacting just to fly to Austin, get the hotel, rent the car, all that, just to get scoped? And she said, if you think you're having a stricture, you probably are. So we would do some kind of repair for you. I know what that looks like. They could do a 1-stage repair where they literally scope me, find out where the stricture is, and then kind of cut out like a diamond shape, they said. And that's the 1-stage repair. Or they do like a Johansson's repair. I'm not sure the exact name, but it's a 2-stage. And that is where I think basically the penis is filleted open and they relay the urethral graft. I believe they use the buccal mucosa from the mouth, not 100% sure. But I really wanted to avoid this 2-stage stricture repair surgery. I started thinking about it, and I was like, it's worth the cost to pay for the hotel, the car, the flights, all that, in order not to fuck up these 14 weeks of healing I've been doing. Basically, like, if I went to the University of Florida, if they accepted me. Hi. So, it's December 17th at 3:30 in the morning. I have been trying to get this video out or some information out to you, just telling you about my emergency stricture repair and my glansplasty revision. And I finally was, well, first I made a 22-minute video about a week or two ago in Florida. Just too long, don't want to put anybody through that. And then I had some time alone, some time to gather my thoughts, and filmed a little bit yesterday. And then my video cut off. I had to go through my phone, delete a lot of stuff because I've been documenting this process. So expect kind of more of like some documentary style vlogs, or maybe just one in the next week or so. I got cut off. I've been editing the video, and I will continue from where I left off at that point. It's just gotten so convoluted. I made so many attempts at getting this video out and just little clips, and now it's all gonna come in a weird so I've been trying to make this video and just tell you a little what's going on, and it's just all scattered, and it's gonna be out of order and maybe not make much sense. Basically, I'm leaving Austin at 2 p.m. today. I am 4 months post-op. I'm here in Austin at 4 months post-op. I am so happy. I am pissing like a fire hose. Just not having that burden of not being able to pee is amazing. So I fell asleep super early. I'm in a little bit of pain, but you know how surgery throws you off, and I already have a weird schedule anyways. So I was up in the middle of the night, I was editing it, realized cut off makes absolutely no sense. So this is me just saying, I know it makes no sense. Things have been all over the place for me lately, mentally and physically. Like, I've been spread around 3 different places, and I was really starting to lose my mind there for a minute. Like, it just felt so scattered, and just trauma with my family, my brother. People have been asking about my mom. She did not come, just because it's a hard time for her to ask off of school, and also it was her birthday. She gave me 4 months already, and my best friend was able to come, and she's just got a lot going on in town. And yeah, everything's good with her. Still, I don't know what I'm gonna go back to with my brother, but hopefully I will get down to St. Augustine this weekend. Just want to update, and I know these vlogs are all over the place. Expect maybe some kind of documentary style soon, but here's just a little clip of them taking me back, and I hope everyone's doing great. And I know none of this makes sense. I know I seem tired, but I'm also committed to authenticity and realness, and just showing you, like, this is me healing from my Phallo, and this is just me healing in general. All right, peace, you guys.
With the bonnet?
Yeah, with the bonnet.
With the bonnet.
Yeah.
With my beautiful bonnet.
Listen,
I'm gonna
you
give you a
rock.
little
You look like you're ready to
medication.
do a lot of drugs.
That sounds good. I am ready to do a lot of drugs.
All right, more relaxation medication, okay?
That would have been a hot shot right here while she's giving him some medicine.
Yeah, right.
Don't get me.
Yeah, don't get hurt. Get the hands.
I'm not.
I love it.
He's like, yeah, don't get hurt.
Well, I figured you didn't.
Nah.
I love it.
He's like, yeah, don't get hurt.
Well, I figured you didn't.
Nah. I'm just happy to be the hand model, you know, from
I
there.
like the tie though.
Thank you. All right. We're taking
Rock and roll.
We're taking them.
You guys get to say see you later.
Bye, I'll see you later.
I love you.
Catch you on the flip side. Love you too. Be good.
Awesome.
Hope you have a good holiday.
What's up? It's about 8:30 in the morning. I made it. I feel good. I was able to pee. I peed all over myself, but according to my friend Kristen, she said the stricture opened right up and the Optilume seemed to work. So I'm stoked. Please keep your fingers crossed it keeps open. But yeah, I'm happy. Accidentally peed all over my Glans dressing, so I got to see it a day early. Looks good. Did take a skin graft, which I was super stoked about. Cuts out on long pain. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm sleepy, and I'm done.